Hey quilty friends, Theresa the AI Quilter here with some more quilting basics. So I get a question a few times every class when I'm teaching about quilting. Do I really need all of those rulers? And in the beginning, no, not so much. But over time, you will discover that they're super, super useful. I'm going to show you two today to just give you a look at some of the longer narrow ones and why you might want them. And also in a next episode, we'll talk about why in the heck is this 1, 2, 3.5 steps versus this one is 3. So look for that in next episode. So this particular one is 3.5 inches wide, and it happens to be 24 inches long. So the benefits there, 24 inches is easy math for us quilters who deal in 12-inch increments. The other thing it's nice for is most fabric sold in the US is 44 inches wide if you're working with cotton. And when you fold that in half, it's 22 inches, which gives you an inch on either side, so that when you press down, if you want to cut with the fabric, it's very easy for you to do that. Now, I also have a cutting mat. When I started out, my cutting mat was, I want to say 12 by 18 or something like that. I've graduated to one that's 24 inches by 36 inches. You need to use what you've got space for. And your geometry teacher is going to laugh at you because all of those things that we all said, am I ever going to need to know this again? You're going to need to know again, especially if you're working in a smaller space and you need to cut on angles. But these are two trusty ones that I have in my arsenal. This one is 9 inches. It's just a really handy unit. I can do a lot with this one. We'll talk about these lines in a future episode. This one is been with me for quite some time, and you can see it's a little bit cloudier than the other one, and that's on purpose. So this has a spray applied to it that helps with grip. Now, these are both made by the same company. This one is omnigrip. This one's omnigrid. Omnigrid existed first, and what they discovered, because competitors came out with products that gripped fabric really, really well, is that users were either defecting to those other products, which I'm going to show you those too, or they'd spray something on this in order to make it grippy. I have an additional thing on mine. Here, let me see if I can get the camera to focus. I've got a little lip right along here and right along the edge here. And that little lip allows this to grip a little bit better than if I didn't have anything at all. So when it comes to these long and narrow rulers, I highly recommend getting yourself a 9-inch and a 24-inch to get started.